we were late to respond. We've gotten more enthusiastic about it. I still think we might be a little bit light, so to speak. Part of that issue is the response is more powerful if it's done with our European friends. I understand it's more difficult for them to do some things like sanctions and broad sanctions, but we need to pull them along, and this has to be American leadership that builds a strong coalition that actually makes the cost to the Russians for doing this very, very high. When they did this in Georgia, the costs were not great. They got out of the penalty box very quickly, and it kind of gave them an incentive to do it again. And that's what they did with Crimea.
Do you think we have an understanding how far Mr. Putin can go?
My analysis is that he's truly gotten what he's needed, which is grabbing the Crimea, which is bad enough. I think he'll be more cautious before moving against eastern Ukraine. We see him stirring up a lot of trouble there. He still has those forces along the border. My analysis is that he's doing that to stir up issues so that he can participate in what a future Ukrainian government might look like. And if you'd asked me that question 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'd have said I was sure that was all he was going to do. I still think that's all he's going to do, but I'm less sure.
Yesterday on the Hill, we heard some congressmen calling for re-evaluation of the U.S., for example, budgets, the defense budgets, etc. Does it really change the game so drastically?
It does change the game. It's a part of the world, Europe, where we felt we really didn't have to do a lot, and certainly not a lot in terms of anything militarily, and now we do. And so we need to include that in how we plan for the future.
So it's not a peacetime budget anymore.
Well, it's not as peaceful a time as we thought or hoped it would be.
Thank you very much.